I'm kind of stuck here. I have my son, who I love dearly, and then I've got a grandson that I just adore, but now my grandson says that my son's a molester, and I can't believe that, but my grandson doesn't have a reason to lie. When Alyssa told me this, I was angry. At first, I was extremely angry. And I was like, wait a minute, I gotta think this clear through. This can't be Denver. This can't be my son. He used to date Alyssa years ago. Unfortunately, things didn't work out. They didn't stay together. He doesn't even see my grandson. Doesn't talk to him. I'll be the first one to tell you that Denver's not a great dad. Deadbeat dad, in fact. I'll tell you that right up front. But I don't believe he's a molester. I called Denver and I said, you've got to clear your name. If you're innocent, which I truly believe he's innocent, I said, you have to clear your name. We have to go on the show and we have to make this happen. He couldn't have done this. But if he did, I will personally make sure he goes to jail.
Alyssa, tell me what happened last July.
So, I'm a big fan of your show, and I was watching it on YouTube, and this topic was, did you rape or molest my child? My son just so happened to come out. He always comes back and forth, and he jumped on the couch next to me, and he looked up and he said, Mom, what's that mean? And I said, what? And he said, rape and molest. And I explained it to him, and he said, oh, like when I was little with Denver. And I couldn't breathe for a minute, and I said, what do you mean? And he said, sorry. He said, never mind, never mind. And I said, you gotta, you can tell me anything. What's wrong? And he just got so anxious, and so I didn't push it. And then the next day, I asked him if we could talk about it again. And he said, yeah, and he started crying. And I said, what's going on? And he said that he has dreams, memories like dreams of Denver touching him. So.
And he knows Denver's his dad, right?
Yeah, but he doesn't call him dad.
Right.
And so I didn't waste any time. I called the Catholic Community Services in my area to get a hold of my son's advocate. And she came the same day, and we called CPS together. We did a police report. I made a doctor's appointment right away for my son. And we did the forensic interview. The detective said it wasn't a promising case because there was no evidence. And I expressed to him that my son has Asperger's and that his, things that he remembers are different for him. And the detective told me he would find Denver and question him and do a lie detector test. And that was last July, and it's still never happened.
Nothing, no follow-up.
Nope.
When's the last time Denver saw his son?
It's been over 5 years.
Is that a little unusual that a child would remember something from so long ago? Because your son's pretty young.
Yeah, and that's what I thought. But my son doesn't lie. He doesn't know, he just doesn't lie. And he wouldn't make something like this up.
Does it shock you that you hear Denver is being accused of this?
No.
Why not?
Because he has a history of other things.
What's his history?
So his half-sister is also saying that when he lived with them until he moved in with me, that he molested her.
And how long were you with Denver for?
3 years.
3 years. And how was the relationship?
Horrible. It was very toxic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very bad.
How old was your boy when Denver and you split up?
He was almost 3, and then I would allow Denver to come out and see him, and it just got worse. My son's behavior changed. He got aggressive, started biting. I couldn't even leave him alone with Denver to go to the store.
When you saw Denver with your son, when he was still involved in your son's life, how was he as a father?
He was a horrible father. I had to take my son to work with me on several occasions because he just didn't take care of it.
What the hell?
I don't want to hear you.
No, this is an all-time love for you.
No. I'm not here for you.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not here for you.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not here for you.
Do you know what you're doing?
Yeah, I do. I'm protecting
You do.
my child.
You really freaking
I'm
do?
protecting my child.
Don't say her. I want to know why you haven't seen your son in 5 years.
Okay, she lives in. She lives in. I live in. Two different, completely sections of Washington State.
I'm sure he can tell
I
that.
don't have a car.
You have a relationship with your father, right?
Yes.
If you said, Dad, will you take me to go see him, he wouldn't do that?
He probably would, but
Well,
between
okay, there you
working
go.
2 jobs.
But the point is, I'm not talking about a 3-month window or a 6-month window. We're talking 5 years.
Yeah.
That's, I mean, come on. You don't have a good excuse not to see your son. Did you molest your son?
No, I did not.
Okay.
I love my son to death. I would do anything for him.
Except see him.
Or send a birthday card, or get him a gift.
You ever molest your half-sister?
No.
Why do you think she's saying that?
Ruin my reputation, ruin me,
What
make my life a living hell.
reputation? As a loser? You already have that.
As compared to being an overcompensating twit like you.
As a good mother, that's what I am, a
Oh
good
my
mother.
God, here we go with I'm a better parent than you.
I am. I
Oh
don't
my
need this
God.
show to tell me that.
Well, I mean,
Obviously you do, or else we wouldn't be here.
you really can't
That's
say
not why
you're a
we're
good
here.
parent if you haven't seen your child in 5 years. And I'm assuming she's right that you haven't sent a card or a gift or
He
anything.
still calls me mom.
Oh my God.
I mean-
the last time I sent anything wishing him a happy birthday.
Never.
How long ago was that?
You're lucky I don't have my phone.
How long ago was that?
It was actually, what birthday was it? Holy crap.
See, that's horrible. You don't even remember his birthday.
You don't even know what's going on in my life right now.
I don't care about
What
your
is
life.
going? Tell me what's going on in your life.
I'm also with,
Oh, jeez. You do have a cell phone, though, right?
yes,
And you have cell phone service where you live?
yes.
Okay. Do you ever FaceTime your son?
Huh?
Do you know what FaceTime is?
No. I have Facebook.
Okay. Okay. I'm almost ready to give up here. I mean, but your dad somehow manages to get in touch with the little boy, right?
Yeah.
Well, how come you don't? Has he got special powers
Because of
that
the problems
I'm not aware
between
of?
her and I. Every time I call
But still, when your dad has your son, couldn't you say, hey, Dad, when you have my son, can you contact me so I could see or talk to him? Because you have your dad's phone number, right?
Yes.
Okay. You never thought about that angle?
No, I didn't.
Why not?
I
Are
have
you
no
the
ex- I have
dumbest
no
guy
ex-
ever to appear on my stage?
I probably could be.
What do you do for a living?
I do maintenance for Burger King.
Okay, what's wrong with that?
Nothing.
You have a job and you're making money, right?
Yes.
Okay, do you use any of that money on your son? No.
No.
Okay, why not?
Honestly.
Yeah, honestly.
I
Because he
take
used
care.
it for drugs up till recently.
Is that true? Is that true?
No.
Do you
Oh,
ever
really?
did you ever spend money on drugs?
At one point in my life, yes, I did.
Okay.
Dude, what the heck? Huh? You know, it's bad enough. I heard about my grandson, but now it could be my daughter also? We're gonna get answers.
Oh yeah, we're going to get some answers.
And I can promise you one thing. If you're guilty, you're going to go to jail, and I will make sure you never walk the streets again. Do you understand me?
Okay, so your son is standing on stage, hasn't seen him, hasn't sent a gift, a birthday card, nothing. If he said to you, hey, Dad, can you get me an address so I could send my son a birthday card, would you give it to him?
Yeah.
If he said, next time you talk to my son, can I come over and so I could talk to him too? Would you let him come over?
If we can make that happen, you better believe it.
Right.
I mean, he's an hour and a half away, but
It's a long time.
I would make it happen.
Right.
Yes.
Okay, so he has no excuses.
I would make it happen, but I would want to make sure Alyssa
Of
knew
course.
about it first because
But
I
still,
don't want
he has
I'm in the
rights.
middle here.
But he has rights as a father, right?
Yes.
Until recently, there was no allegations of child molestation or anything.
Right.
So there was really nothing preventing him from talking to his son, right?
Right.
Okay. Do you believe your son's capable of doing this molesting of his own son, of his half sister, your daughter?
You know, I don't know what to believe anymore.
I mean, you know your son, right?
Yeah, I know him. I know him, but you know, we've known people in the past too, and come to find out they've done horrible things that we had no clue that they were.
Do you feel? Are you close with your son?
We're kind of close. I mean,
how come you're not really close?
We don't communicate well.
Okay.
As you know, Denver has a problem with communication, and you know, and I don't communicate as well as I should. So that's the honest truth. But I've always been, you know, if he said,
what
hey,
about your daughter? I mean, did she tell you before this all came out that he had did something to her?
No.
She never did.
I knew something had happened.
And I'm taking it she's a grown woman, or no?
She's 19 now.
Okay.
But at the age of 13, she ran away. And we always knew something had happened. It took 2 years of counseling with her before she said that she had been molested.
But even 6 years ago, he was 26 years old.
Right.
Was he living with you then?
He did live with me for a time because he needed help, so I was there.
Okay.
I am Denver's little sister. I never really told anyone that Denver molested me when I was younger. I finally told Alyssa about it. I really hope that you realize how much of a piece of crap you really are, Denver, because you destroyed my life. I honestly hope you get exposed for the person you truly are and not the person that everybody thinks you are.
Well, I don't know about that, because what does anybody think you are?
Honestly, I don't know.
I mean, you're kind of like this.
I mean, I know I'm not Dad of the Year. I know I'm not Parent of the Year, but I mean...
You're even a parent.
Denver came here today, and we asked him, did you ever have any physical contact with your son for your own sexual gratification? He answered no. Did you ever have any physical contact with your half-sister, Corinne, for your own sexual gratification? He answered no. The results came back the same to each question, and they came back that Denver told the truth. Your reaction about your daughter, she made this allegation against him, he's telling the truth. Any reason why she...
I don't know, but we'll be on the phone and we'll be talking.
What are you going to do with your life? I mean, this is good news for you, right?
Now that this is all cleared up, I'm going to, you know...
No, I don't.
Don't even look at me like that. If anything, you should be apologizing.
Oh, I ain't apologizing. I'm not apologizing because I was being a mom. I was protecting my child, something you know nothing about because you failed at that many times. So I'm not apologizing. Good job. You passed the lie detector test that you didn't touch him, but you're still a horrible father and you were still a...
Listen, she's involved in your son's life day to day. She's taking him to school, picking him up, doing all the things. She's there day to day. You're not helping her in any way.
Then if I'm not helping her, maybe she should quit accepting the child support payments I'm giving her.
The $100? Oh, my gosh.
Child support that's court mandated, right?
Yes.
As far as I know, yeah.
We were there.
As far as you know. $100. How far do you think that goes with the child?
Well, it depends on what you're spending it on.
I spend it on it. I don't even got to justify that to you.
Yeah, okay. You're just, you know, at some point you're 32 years old, okay? Mm-hmm. When do you become a man?
Well, I've got things I got to take care of, and sorry, but taking care of what you have to, like back home.
But,
you know,
listen.
I'm doing the best I can.
No, you're not. You're not doing the best you can. You have children in this world that you're not taking care of. And I'm sorry, $100 a month, that's nothing. That's nothing.
Okay, I get that. But when the other party...
Make a phone call. That doesn't cost you anything. You go to your dad's, get on his FaceTime with him, and see your son. Make a semi-annual trip every 2 years to go be with your son. Bring him a baseball or a football or something. Find out what he likes. When's your son's birthday? Okay, so this April, in a month from now, call him up. Buy him a birthday gift. How about that?
Okay.
Thank you. Click here to watch more Wilkos Click here to subscribe and get a front row seat for all the action. Can you relate to this story? Go to www.stevewilkos.com to get my help.